just like
Bring up
Kai
the
Cenat
YouTube
without the
side.
fame. You know,
Just like Kai Cenat without the fame is a crazy comparison. What? And someone threw a fire emoji on that. What is wrong with you? Not trying to feed the family for real? We need a schedule. You know what? And I try to keep a schedule,
man,
but when I do that,
schedule. You a grown man. You on his day.
When I try to do a schedule, people in my real life like to abuse my schedule. So I don't keep a schedule.
Damo gangsta, bro.
If I
hate that shit, bro.
If I let people know what days I'm trying to stream and I'm streaming, those be the days niggas need me to do stuff. So I don't tell nobody when I'm streaming.
Damo, you ever like since I started streaming, bro, you ever run into like somebody asking you to do something and you like, yo, I'm streaming? Yeah, I bet you are. What the fuck that mean?
Oh my mom calls me and I'm like, my mom be calling me. I answer midstream. I'm like, she answers, my headphones is on, this big ass lights going. I flip the camera. Like, I hope you know, I am streaming, mama. Love you.
Yo, bro, my mom be like, can you come move these tennis shoes? God damn.
But see, you stay mad close to your dukes.
I'm saying, bro, I'll be mad as hell. Like,
yeah,
she be asking me for, can you come switch out this light bulb? I got a spider in the house. But in Spanish.
Listen. Chat. Today, I said, you know what? I want to get a stream off, and you know what? Let's get into let's talk some real sports. I've been neglecting the sports talk. It's been like 2 weeks since I uploaded on the sports talk channel. I've been letting it build up. Let's really talk some sports tonight. That's really come back to PC. Hey, keep eye out. I want to get some sports talk off. And the first thing I want to talk about, because I'm not gonna lie, this is really what made me say I gotta get on stream and talk about this. I gotta get this clip off at the very least. Because not only as a Laker fan, I'm seeing a lot of Laker fans falling for this. I was on the Luka hype train in 2017, so I've seen all the ups and downs, the woes and everything that comes with being fans of players who are fat fucks. Fat fuck players have this thing to where they'll be fat fucks all season. In the off season, they lose weight, or it seems like they lose weight, and then everyone hops on the hype train, and then they become fat fucks again. So in the latest development of fat fucks fooling everybody, we have yet again another year where we got people falling for the Zion buffoonery. Now, look, let me say this. It does appear that Zion has lost weight. It does look like he has lost some weight. You can see it in his face. You can see it in the arms. Look at his neck. Like, you can see Zion visibly looks like he has lost weight. But he lost weight before. We've had these screenshots and pictures and hype of him losing weight before. The issue is not him losing weight. The issue is him keeping the weight off. I personally don't believe he's going to be able to keep this weight off. And people are really starting to believe in this Pelican team. Man, oh man, don't get me wrong. I see why Mariah Mills is on his body. Girl, stop. Oh, Lord. Ew. Nah, he is a fine gentleman. That's fair. Look like Unc that did 10 and fresh out. Hey, he looks good. Can you leak your sports channel? I don't gotta leak my sports channel, gang. I'll show you the sports channel. I don't gotta leak it. Hold on. Hold up. Boom. People are starting to get like a lot of hype. Oh, we got 5 Canadian for my guy Toby. You're not gonna fuck up my sleep schedule tonight. I'm gonna save stream for tomorrow. And Zion All NBA coming. See, chat. Shout out to you, gang. But see what I mean? Like I said, people are starting to fall for the buffoonery, and I'm not going for it. Here's the sports channel right here. Damo talk. Whoa, hold on. Now, what if I told you? I literally had it in my fucking. This is dumb. Here we go. Just type. You know what's crazy? It's because my ad name is Damo Talk Sports. The channel name is Sports Talk Dom, but you gotta type in Damo Talk Sports, and then the channel comes up. It's been 3 weeks. It's almost been a month since I uploaded to this channel. Jeez. That's fine though. That's the channel right there. Boom. People are believing in this Pelicans team. They look good on the surface, but I'm not gonna hold you. Don't let that distract you from the fact that he keeps Damo. He not messing with BBLs no more. I guess. Don't let it distract you from the fact that he keeps soda cans in the bathroom. That was crazy. Damo, I can't find the channel. What you call it? Type in Damo Talk Sports. Did you type in Damo Talk Sports this time? I'll link it. I'll link the channel, but you got to type in Damo Talk Sports. I'm trying my damnedest to not fall for the propaganda of this Pelicans team because I've seen a graphic of their projected starting five, and I'm going to be honest, it looks intriguing. Their starting five looks intriguing, but I don't trust it because health. Health is a crazy motherfucker. There it is right there. Boom. Derek Queen being out fucked this year up. Is he out for the season or did he just need the is he out for like 6 weeks to 8 weeks? I didn't think he was out for the season, was he? Wasn't it like a wrist or a hand surgery he needed? I think it was a whole season. Likely a few months. He'll be back. All these niggas can come through. Being a Pelicans fan is draining. You did that to yourself, bud. He got what J-Dub had, and J-Dub just won a ring. They saying he got some bad cooch. Who, Zion? Probably. I keep getting El Damo Sports. LOL, thanks. I don't know who El Damo Sports is, but shout out to you, gang. Shout out to you. Yeah, I'm not getting fooled by this Pelicans team. I'm not. I got them finishing at best. I got them finishing as a playing team. And I'm saying a low playing team. I got to see it. Health is not their forte. Them being healthy is not something, and I'm talking as a team, not just Zion, as a team they historically are not healthy. So I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to get my hopes up with that. I'm not going to let it faze me. The one team that I'm all in on, I was just in the Discord having a conversation about this. Shout out Cardiac. I guess I'm going to be the guy that's overly high on this team. But the Houston Rockets are the second best team in the West to me. The more I look at it, and I know they lost Fred VanVleet. Don't get me wrong, they lost Fred VanVleet. The Houston Rockets are the second best team in the West to me. Because the jumps that three particular players are going to make this season. Over the Wolves? Yes, over the Wolves. I personally, the Wolves regress. Ant's going to be great. I don't think the rest of the team is going to be great. I think the Wolves take a step back as a unit. I do think Ant, obviously, is going to be Ant, but I think they take a step back as a unit. The Rockets are going to get a big step up from Tari Eason, Sengun, and Amin Thompson. Y'all heard it here first. The jump that those three players are going to make this year, on top of having Kevin Durant, also on top of being, if not the best, one of the best defenses, it is, oh my God, it's genuinely gonna be such a crazy year for them. VanVleet going down opens two doors. The door of Reed Shepherd finally getting tick, and him being the Pat Mahomes prospect that they hyped him up to be in the draft. Or we're going to see point guard him in. And man, oh man, if there's one thing I've been believing since day one of that draft, if there's one thing I've always believed since day one of that draft, is if you put the ball in those twins' hands, they are going to do spectacular things. Both of them need the ball more. Now, it's absolutely fine why Sora isn't getting the ball as much as he should. You got Cade, you got Jaden Ivey, who should be traded, but that's fair. With the Rockets, with VanVleet going down, I know KD's going to need his touches and his shots. I know Sengun's going to need his touches and his shots. Amin Thompson is going to officially be able to be a point guard, which I think is his true position. He is a on ball guard. I think that is his true position. He needs that. Just blew up my crypto account. I need the distraction. Thanks, Damo. Damn, what happened to your crypto account? Damn. That's tough. You think KD's going to be in MVP convos? For one of two reasons. No. I'm not even going to say that. I do. I think Kevin Durant is going to be able to average a smooth 26 to 28 points on this team, and they're going to be the second best team in the West. So he's going to automatically be in those conversations. They're not great as a team. They're in the tough West. I wouldn't say they're not great as a team. Let me see what the rest of their roster is currently looking at like right now. But to my knowledge, who all did they really lose? I don't believe they lost so much, too many players. I know in the Discord we was having this conversation, and the convo came to, they're not better than the Thunder, they're not better than the Wolves, they're not even better than the Nuggets. Let me tell you right now, as a hating ass Laker fan, fuck the Nuggets, fuck Denver. You heard it here, fuck Denver. And tell whoever's a Denver fan I said it, fuck them. Fuck them. Y'all want to get that dumb shit off about getting Westbrook and how fuck them. Niggas is telling me they got Tim Hardaway Jr. on their bench. Yeah, all right. They traded MPJ for Diet MPJ. They went from MPJ to MPJ with no rebounding. Niggas is telling me, they replaced MPJ with Cam Johnson. That's Diet MPJ with no boards. That's a worse player. Same level of defense. He's just not getting rebounds now. So you really just got a shooter, a tall, light-skinned shooter. That's real. And I will say his shot selection is better. Cool. That's not an upgrade. That's a slightly downward plateau. That is a plateau slightly downwards. That's what that is to me. Damo, please tell me what the fuck the Warriors are doing. Nothing. What can they do? They put themselves in a horrible situation. Better defense. You believe Cam Johnson is a better defender than MPJ? I would. Maybe I don't know ball. I will say I was not watching a ton of Nets games last year. Maybe I don't know ball. Cam Johnson's never popped off my screen as a defender of any sort. And if we about to sit here and compare negative defense if we're going to compare bad defense to below average defense, whoa, I guess. His back worked better, so I assume so. Pause. Crazy work. Wow. That was nasty. What can the Warriors do? Genuinely speaking, what can the Warriors do? They're financially bound. They double down on the wrong strategy. Instead of getting younger and preparing for the transitional period after Steph Curry, they're going to try to maximize the window they have with Steph, which that window was closed. That window was closed a minute ago. Y'all should have came off of Draymond when y'all came off of Clay. Y'all should have came off of Draymond and Clay when he punched Jordan Poole in the face. Y'all should have came off both of them the year y'all won a championship. When their value was the highest is when y'all should have traded them. After that last ring, that should have been the farewell ring, and y'all should have been preparing for life without Steph Curry. That should have been the transition. Y'all should have did what Dallas did with Dirk and respectfully gave him his money, gave him his kudos and everything for everything he done for the city, kept it pushing. Y'all should have been looking for that next guy. Could have honestly traded Draymond before that. I don't think so. I won't say before that. That last championship, especially with the fashion that they wanted, that was a great farewell ring for that group. For that group of guys, for that core three, that was a great farewell. They still had some of those guys from the previous teams on the bench too. They still had like Looney and shit on the bench. That was a great farewell for that unit, that dynasty of the Warriors. They held on too long. Now you in no man's land with Jimmy Butler. You don't know what you're doing with Jonathan Kuminga. You don't have flexibility to really do much. You're genuinely just sitting here trying to figure out making moves of, are we about to give the Lakers Andrew Wiggins or no? Like that's the world y'all in. No, not them. I'm sorry, y'all got rid of Wiggins. I'm tweaking. Now that podcast didn't need another ring. I guess. I don't believe in the Warriors. I do believe in the Rockets though. Matter of fact, that's what I was doing. My fault. I got sidetracked. I want to see what their actual roster is looking like as of right now. Houston Mavericks. The Mavericks was in Houston for a year. That's why I love this game. You still find stuff out. You still can learn things about basketball. Because I smooth didn't know that. Here we go. Boom. I'm trying to pull up the roster. I'm gonna have it so y'all can see it too. Feel free to come up. If anybody is questioning or doubting what I'm saying, pop over on playback. Join the stage. Get on stage. Let me know if I'm bugging, if I'm tweaking. Please. All right. They got Clint Capella? Was that a late signing, or did they get him like in the midst of the Clint Capella, Josh Okogie? Again, I'm not worried about the two-way guys. Clint Capella, Josh Okogie, Jeff Green. I don't know who Cameron Matthews is. Dorian Finney-Smith, which people forget that they got him from us. Aaron Holiday still here. Van Fleet's hurt. KD, Jayshawn Tate just, hey man, if there was a thief in the NBA, it's Jayshawn Tate. That nigga gets paid to do nothing. Steven Adams, Sengun, Reed Shepard, Tari Eason Jabari, and of course, my glorious king, Amen Thompson. I don't know, man. Niggas is, listen, I think personally, they kept enough of their core guys from last year to where the chemistry is still there. Bringing in a guy like Clint Capella to rotate center minutes off the bench with Steven Adams. And we seen how impactful Steven Adams was for these guys last year. Run big lineups if you need to. Jesus Christ. I think one thing that hurt them was the fact that they only had Steven Adams to be like a true glue five, like a true bruising center. For them, I think the fact that it was only Steve hurt them. Because if Steve came out, then they were fucked. So now you add another just basket to basket in the paint, rebounding shot blocker in Clint Capella, which it is Clint Capella. I'm not about to say and act like this is prime Dwight Howard of any sorts, but it is a guy that works. I do like him with that role. Shout out Ben. Oh man, niggas becoming members on the YouTube side. Hey, shout out to you, gang. Go check out that content. There's some good stuff over there. They got 3 good bigs. They do. I like their big rotation. And they have multiple ways and multiple lineups. They can play small, they can play big, and that is dangerous. The wingspan and the fact that they could put a lineup of Amen Thompson on the floor, you can go Amen, KD, Jabari, Tari, and Clint Capella. Nigga, what? Like, what? Think about that. And then if you want to really still have size and length, but be able to space, take Capella out, and then boom. Man, if my trade didn't close out, I'd be up 100 right now. I feel your pain. You can put Sengun out there, be able to space a little bit more, have a little bit more flexibility at the 5. But I like their lineup is very scary to me. And I think these guys mesh. I didn't even mention Dorian Finney-Smith in that defensive lineup. Realistically speaking, put down the bigs. You can have Dorian Finney-Smith, Tari Eason, Jabari, KD Amen. Depending on who you playing. Depending on what team you play, you can put that lineup out there. They have variety. I love variety. And this team will be led by defense. Think about it. They were the best defense last year. It's just their best offensive player or guy they would use to close was Jalen Green. You replace Jalen Green with fucking Kevin Durant. I don't know, man. I think it looks real spooky for a lot of teams with a guy like Kevin Durant being the closer on a team that's this amazing defensively. Anthony has looked amazing in the Euro. Yeah, he's going to take a leap. Like I said, he's taking a leap. Sengun's taking a leap. Sengun is taking a leap. I called it last year. I've been calling these leaps for Sengun. I said these things. I've said these things. People got to go back and look at the footage. Just go back and look at the footage. I told people this. I told people he was going to take a all-star leap. I told people that. People didn't believe me. Now, I said him and Jalen Green, and Jalen Green fucked me over. But he did. What West teams are they beating in a series? Anybody. Who can't they beat? Genuinely speak, who can't they beat? The only team in my mind as of right now that gives them real problems are the OKC. I see them getting through the Wolves. I'm sorry. I see them getting through the Wolves. I do. The Wolves had a great year last year. Somebody is shooting. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? No way, right? Did y'all heard that? Anyway, wow. Talk about the Lakers. I don't want to talk about the Lakers. Easy money sniper outside right now. Damn, hold on. I hope they was just busting in the air. I hope they gotta be. Niggas would have been shot back by now. Yeah, okay. My bad. I had to make sure everything was cool. There was more shots. Then my high. No. I had to stop. I had to evaluate and listen out. Can't shoot back if you got hit or someone got caught lacking. Oh no. He shot first, so they won't shoot back. That is not how shit goes out here. He shot first. That don't mean they won't shoot back. They still can spin. Niggas can spin. I was making sure I ain't hear no cars or yelling or screaming. Because if a nigga got hit outside, then shit's gonna get real. Nah, that sounded like maybe it was a little next complex over. Anyway, my fault. That took all my attention away from what the fuck I was talking about. Yeah, the Rockets contending. Who can they beat? Who have the Wolves added to their roster? What moves did they make to become better? Because if they stay as is, I think they get worse. I think that plateau. Hold on. I'm about to pull up Timberwolves. Give me a sec. The rookie we drafted. Oh, what? Diet Gobert? The nigga that started playing basketball 3 years ago? Him? That rookie? Am I thinking about the same rookie? Yeah, that was y'all to draft him, right? Drafted Diet Rudy. Yeah, the French nigga. Yeah. Y'all got Rocco too, but he's a two-way. Y'all got Rocco on a two-way? That's nasty. Y'all shouldn't have Rocco on the two-way. Y'all should just sign Rocco. They got what? Oh, wait, let me pull it up. I'm looking at it right now. I thought that was a bad pick for y'all. I thought that was a bad pick for the Timberwolves. You have Rudy Gobert. Yo, what's up, JKP? I'm all living in the projects. I'm not. I actually stay in a pretty good neighborhood. It's just the riffraff. The riffraff is close. Like my neighborhood, cool. The riffraff is close though. We have had an influx of Negroes join the neighborhood, so I'm not surprised. This used to be a all white party. We were one of the few black families here, and now bunch of niggas. Property value went down. We gotta go. Man, what happened to riffraff? Exactly what should have happened to riffraff. Nothing. They got Joe Ingles. They got Diet Rob Dillingham. They got Rob Dillingham without the dunks. They got Johnny Juzang. I always see this nigga's name on 2K, and I always release him. Julius Foulias, Nas Reed. Who is this? Oh, this is the rookie. I'm high. Yeah. Baby Gobert, DiVincenzo. They didn't add nobody. I doubt they're going to play Leonard Miller. I doubt they're going to finally give him some tick. Is this the year where Mike Conley finally says, you know what? I am old as shit. And they give Rob Dillingham a shot. That might be Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr. might be the two decisions that could change their trajectory. Could, but I don't think so. Ant jumping into MVP conversations. I think if Ant is in MVP conversations, it's strictly narrative. I don't see him being able to produce on a level that makes him MVP, which sounds crazy because Ant is one of the better shooting guards in the league. But I'm hearing the rumblings and the way people are talking about Anthony Edwards lets me know this is going to be a narrative year. He has to average 40. He has to be in the 30s. At least. He has to be like at 30 or in the 30s for it to make sense for him to be MVP. Why not? He went from one of the best finishers to one of the best shooters in the league in 1 year. I need to see that stays true. He had a good shoot. He had a good year. He had a great year last year. I got to see if it stands out. Katie and Ant will be in the convo, but the narratives are all in for Luka. No. The narratives is definitely not for Luka right now. If you go look at your timeline, the narratives are forming for Ant. The whole he's in the gym all summer. He's in the gym just working. I just seen a tweet of, what's good, loves? I just seen a tweet of, his game gotta improve the way he's just locked in the gym. They're pulling that shit. Yeah, that narrative year. This is a narrative year for sure. And last year was a narrative year for him, which is crazy. But we've seen this with Luka. We've seen Luka have multiple narrative years, which is fine. Luka is playing with LeBron James now. He's not getting a narrative year. If Luka's in that conversation, he's earning it. He's playing with LeBron. That's going to take away from his votes. I promise you. And LeBron is 52, by the way. And that's going to take away from Luka's impact. He's playing with LeBron James. They're not going to give him as much credit as he deserves. I know this already. I'm going into the season knowing that. But Ant, they need an American guy. They were boosting Ja. He started playing with guns. They slowly matriculated to, we're going to boost Ant. They don't want to boost Jason Tatum, and they can't. Jason Tatum's hurt. They're boosting Ant. And he's exciting enough for it to work. I got to see it. I got to see it to believe it, but I don't think the Timberwolves I think the Rockies genuinely got better. They're already good last year. Already great last year. I think they got better. The Timberwolves didn't get better. Ant could get better. I don't think that team got better. I don't think there's going to be multiple players on that team to take a step up. Again, unless it's the young guys, which we haven't seen much from last year, only in spurts. That'll be the only reason why that team gets better is the young guys play, and they are a spark. But if they're going to still play the vets, Shannon and Rob, if they get some tick, if they actually are implemented in the lineups and they're great, that'll make the team better, absolutely. But if they're still going to run with the same vets, they're not better. If anything, they plateau, and I think they get worse. Julius Randle's their second best player. I don't believe in him. Who else? Someone said Wemby's their dark horse for MVP. Absolutely. The Spurs got a lot drastically better. That's the team I was talking about, which is crazy to me. The lack of conversation for the Spurs. I think the Spurs got dramatically better. Dramatically better. And I think Wemby has a case of being an actual MVP candidate because of what he's going to be able to do offensively and defensively, and it shows up. With Ant, don't get me wrong, Ant has he has the narrative and the notion of being a great defender or being a good two-way guy. Watching Ant play, and maybe it's just me, and I could be yapping when I say this, watching Ant play, I don't see it. He's not a bad defender. I'm not saying he's a bad defender. But in a league where defense is definitely something that's yearned for, in an offensively driven league, I think anybody that shows emotion on defense will get labeled a two-way guy, a tenacious defender. Damo, who's the top five? In a league or at a position or team? Who's the top five players in the league? Easy. Oh, top five teams in the West? In my opinion, Thunder, Rockets, I'm biased. No, let me stop. I'm not gonna say Lakers. Thunder, Rockets, Clippers, T-Wolves, Nuggets would be the 5. Those actually, I take that back. And hear me out. Clippers, yes. I am saying Clippers over, as a team, I am saying Clippers over Lakers, even without a Kawhi. Even with the issues they got with Kawhi, they're a deep team. Lakers are top 5. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. The Clippers have a scary team. I know niggas are gonna bring up the age and all that bullshit. The Clippers have a scary team. The Lakers don't. The Lakers don't have a top 5 team. We just have 2 of the best players in the league, which can propel us past a lot of people. Like, don't get me wrong. Any given night, I feel we could beat anybody. We could beat anybody any given night. But as a team, I don't like how we match up with. I don't like on paper how we match up with a ton of people. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of this roster. So again, those are my top 5. And even then, if I do have to drop one, and hey, this could be a reach, I'm dropping the T-Wolves and giving me the Spurs. This is everybody staying healthy. If the Spurs stay healthy, they're better than the Timberwolves to me. Full stop. If the Spurs stay healthy, they're a top 5 team in the West. He said, how? Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. Let me pull up their team. Spurs second best in my opinion. Watch out for the Pels. I'm not believing in the Pels. I'm not watching out for the Pelicans. They don't move me. I personally don't like their guard play. I don't like the guard play. I feel like they genuinely need table setters. They need guys to be able to play make. CJ McCollum, Jordan Poole, like, who are their guards? Who is their starting one guard? Who's their starting one? Who are they rolling out there to be their starting point guard? I think that matters. I personally think that matters. If Kawhi gets vetoed, do you think he goes to one of the teams you listed? I don't know. Are Portland a playing team? No, they're not. They want to play. What do they do to get better? Dame's not going to be there. Like, Dame, this is a wash year for Dame. Dame's not going to rush. He shouldn't. Dame's not going to rush back. Dame's not rushing back. So, and Drew Holiday's not going to be there. He's getting bought out and he's going somewhere else. He's not playing. Drew Holiday's not playing for them. They got Yang, Handman. I love Yang. Don't get me wrong. Love Yang. It's not going to be enough. They're going to be an exciting young team. They're just not going to win. They're not going to win. But why do I think the Spurs are going to be a top 5 team? What they'll be able to do to teams defensively is very scary to me. When you think about the fact that they're going to be able to run out a lineup of Wemby at the 5, they're going to be Wemby at the 5, Carter Bryant at the 4, at the 3, take your pick. Honestly, realistically, the lineup would be Wemby, Sochan, Carter, Castle, and then depending on who's going, Dylan Harper or De'Aaron Fox. Most likely De'Aaron Fox because of seniority and it's a business. So he's getting paid. He's going to get the minutes. But just having the option of Dylan Harper to be thrown in there is crazy to me. Having the flexibility to have that level of guard play and be that switchable. They don't have, like, again, outside of De'Aaron Fox being 6'3", they have some lengthy guards. Castle is 6'6", Dylan Harper is 6'6", Devin Vassell 6'5". Good switchable guys. And again, staying healthy. Wemby's a top 3 player. That's honestly, that's the real reason why I think you think there's a possibility that Fox doesn't start. No, there's no possibility. The 3 is Castle, isn't it? I don't think so. I heard, like, I've seen people speculating that. I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to do that. Why not start Harper at the 3? He's a guard, gang. Harper is a guard. Harper's a guard. It would be, if anything, they will put Devin Vassell at small forward. Top 3, yes. Healthy Wemby this year, top 3 player. Hands down. Hands down. Wemby's a top 3 Wemby is a top 3 player this year. Hands down. Easily. I absolutely said that. Straight face. I'm full screen. I'm saying it. Victor Wembanyama will be a top 3 player this upcoming season. You heard it here first. Victor Wet Bananas will be a top 3 player. And surprise, surprise, he's not going to be 3. He's not going to be 3. He came in as a rookie, was a top 5 defender in the league. His floor was better than all-stars in their prime. There were all-stars who him coming in as a rookie, he was better than. Wembanyama in year 3 is going to be the scariest thing we've seen since the ascension of Giannis, since the ascension of Jokic, since I'm not gonna say since we've seen some crazy peaks. We've seen the ascension of Steph, LeBron. We've seen some crazy ascension. So I'm not gonna sit there and say since Will. No, this is gonna be the scariest shit we've seen since we were like, yo, this Greek nigga is taking 2. Do y'all remember what it was like when Giannis first started taking 3 dribbles to clear the court? Like him going from 1 3-point line to the basket, the opposite end to the basket in 1 dribble. Y'all remember when he first started doing that? And niggas was like, he's got to be traveling, right? It's got to be a travel. He's got to be traveling. We've never seen this. How do you stop this? Remember when that first started happening? Remember when Jokic first started hitting bullshit shots? Remember that? It was like, bro, how do you stop this? What do you do with this? I'm saying this as a Laker fan. Remember that? That's what we're about to see with Wemby this year. And I say it strictly from the propaganda, just like with the same way people are going for the Anthony Edwards offseason training propaganda. I'm believing in the Wemby hype. And maybe it's because I'm not gonna say because I've seen it. It's just the names he's attached to, which is scaring me. Like Ant, whole time Ant could be training with the best of the best. He's just doing it off camera, off the court. Can you react to Hoodie Rio best guard mixtape? In my opinion, I'll check it out. Bet absolutely, BGs. Thank you for the 10. I'll check that out. To be honest, leg injuries is the only thing that's going to stop him from being top 10 by the time he retires. Nigga, try top 5. Try top 5. In terms of talent we've seen, try top 5. Accolades, the accolades is what's going to hold him back from being like the GOAT. Winning all the shit that's out of his control, that's going to stop him from being the GOAT. But in terms of just simply being one of the best niggas we've ever seen play basketball, he's already on track. He's already on track for having that title, which is scary. But him spending off seasons training with British monks, working with Hakeem and Kevin Garnett, what the fuck is he cooking? Like, what is he cooking down there? Do you think he could break the record for most DPOYs? I do think he can do it. I don't think he will. Voter fatigue. Actually, I'll take that back because who has the record now? Rudy? Is it Rudy? Does Rudy got the most? Am I tripping? Rudy and Ben? Yeah, I think it's Rudy. I want to say it's Rudy. So actually, yes, he can do it. They gave it to one French nigga. Why wouldn't they give it to the better French nigga? That just makes sense. It just makes sense. But yeah, Wemby, top 3 player this upcoming season, and he won't be 3. As long as he's healthy, he's gonna do some tremendous things, and I can't wait. What else was I want to talk about in terms of this hoop shit? There was a clip I wanted to see, convo I wanted to have. I'm not gonna lie. It's 2025. We all have the internet. We've all seen clips before. I'm gonna need y'all to stop putting cameras in Delonte West's face when y'all see him, please. Another shameless clip of Delonte West just being Delonte West. Let's see what this is looking like.
Delonte, what's up, boy? What you doing out here?
Hi, Delonte.
Let's see what I got. I got something for you today.
How are you feeling? You looking good?
Love you, bro.
Yeah, you're his idol.
You alright? You alright?
His idol is crazy, ain't it? You're his idol? Niggas idolizing role players? Losers.
Out here? I want better for you, man. I hate seeing you out here, bro.
You're that little boy's idol. He looks up to you, man.
Yo, I told him who you were. He was like, yo, for real in the NBA? I was like, I told you, bro. I said you can go there,
He's
bro.
amazed that you play with LeBron and shit. He's so amazed.
I already know. Used to dunk over.
Yeah, bro. Stop putting Delonte West on camera, blood. Please. That nigga's obviously, thank you. That nigga's obviously high as hell. Bol fan. Yeah, nigga. And I'm not about to tell Bol I idolize him. I'm a grown ass man. And I will hope my kids don't idolize Bol either. What are we talking about? Hi, she's just saying shit. Sick of seeing that bum ass nigga. Oh my God. I'm not gonna say all that. I'm sick of seeing them be put on camera and people just wanting to get they one viral clip of seeing a homeless, strung out former NBA player. She cap as fuck. Ain't nobody remember Delonte West. Somebody help him. That's what I'm saying. That's what's making me sick. Everybody want to record him and ain't nobody trying to help him. Now, how do you help a crackhead? I don't know. You can't make him stop doing drugs. But this whole notion of when I see him, let me record so I can get my TikTok views, that's just crazy. That's who you gonna be if you don't stop talking about Savannah. Shut up. This nigga is dumb. How did he get on crack? Bro, when I tell you, listen, man, if it's one thing money help him, Damo, I don't know what that nigga is. If it's one thing money, didn't Cuban help him out? Cuban put out a public statement saying he was gonna help him or whatever. He honestly, Mark Cuban probably did try to help him and couldn't. It is very possible that nigga is not helpable. Like, you just can't help him. I'm about to say, Kai is absolutely right. Niggas ain't, he probably lied to. I do think he probably did a lot for publicity. But even then, that nigga Mark Cuban genuinely could have fucking tried to help him. And that nigga said, fuck that, what a rock at? And I ain't talking basketball. Like, the nigga's a drug addict. Nigga strung out. He's a homeless nigga. Sometimes you just can't help homeless niggas. Now, what would help is to stop recording this nigga. That would help. Stop recording. Bro, if you're going to dap him up, check in, see how you doing, give him some change, do that. You don't got to put that on TikTok. That's not for, that is not something that needs to be on camera. That's disgusting work. Damo, if you step foot in Iowa, you will be eviscerated. I guess what the fuck I'm going to Iowa for? It's not a real place. But nah, how did he end up like that? Bruh, money does strange things to people. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all don't know that notion of when you got something in abundance, it takes a lot more to satisfy whatever that itch is. So if your vice is, if it's sex, all right, gang, if you spend 2 years, if you as a man spent 2 years having threesomes with the baddest woman you've ever seen in your life for 2 years, what do you think it's going to take to get your dick hard year 3? If every weekend you legit are out here fucking tens, multiple tens every weekend, and we're going to limit it to just every weekend. No one celebrities and these niggas, that could be every night. But every weekend, you are having mind-blowing experiences that you couldn't fathom a year ago before you got in that position. So now you're constantly doing it. It's just like it's like smoking weed. Your tolerance is going to go up. So now you got to turn into Diddy. Why do you think Diddy's such a freak? That nigga been doing this type of shit since the 90s. Of course, 30, 40 years of doing that shit. Now you need niggas nutting on your chest so you can rub it off and smack bitches with it. Like, of course. That's how niggas end up on fucking crack. Niggas smoke so much weed. It's like, all right, I need something else to get me high. Now, that's where choices and free will come in. Me, I smoke a lot of weed. My solution to, my tolerance went up, smoke more weed. Never in my life have I said, you know what, the weed ain't hitting. Let me pick up this pipe. Let's flame up that rock. You know? Never. This ain't my type of thing. My tolerance go up, I smoke more weed or take a tolerance break. True. I just take a tea break. And then I smoke more weed. Roll bigger blunts. That's it. Take shrooms. Absolutely right. You know, experiment somewhere. Edibles, absolutely. But going from, the weed not working, let's try this crack. Crazy work. Also, niggas be getting laced. You fuck around and think you taking you think you taking one perk, or you taking an Addy, or you taking the Oxycontin, or you taking a whatever the fuck you pop. I don't know what niggas is popping. You know, that shit's laced with some shit. Not even just fent, just laced with other shit. Now you have a taste for other shit. Oh yes, the Jeffree Star pipeline. Damo, that Rico case is being built right now. Nah. Been laced before, scary experience. Don't recommend. 3 out of 5 is crazy. Nah, thank God I've never been laced. I just don't. You know what? I have trusted, like, I've done a lot of dumb shit in terms of my smoking journey. I've done a lot of things you should not do. Thank God I haven't been laced, to my knowledge. Maybe I just liked it. You got a guy? No, I don't got a guy. Niggas, it sounds like you recommend. That shit changed people a lot. Nigga, look at Kodak Black. That's happened to Kodak. Nigga took a fake pill. Now he a fucking DC villain. Shit's crazy. He's an actual gremlin. He's really a gremlin now. Nigga took one fake perk, and now he's a actual gremlin. That shit rewires niggas' brains, my nigga. You see him trying to force Zoe on him. I ain't gonna hold you. And maybe I'm about to say something that's controversial. I don't give a fuck. I don't feel bad for no bitch who puts herself in a situation with that nigga. Full stop. I don't feel bad what happens. Because that nigga is clearly out of it. Oh, wow. I was right. I don't feel bad. Like, I seen him do that. That was weird. But Kodak Black is out of his fucking mind. Why would you want to be around him doing content? That's so stupid. He is clearly out of it. Cloud demons? Absolutely. Nah, she does content with anyone. That's fine. You shouldn't do content with fucking spaced out niggas. That nigga's unpredictable. He a known abuser anyway. That shit goofy. That shit is goofy. Why would you do? I would not do content or want to be around. I would not do content with Krishan Rock. Why? Because I seen Krishan Rock punches niggas. Why would I want to be around that? I don't give a fuck where she is on her journey. I've watched video evidence of Krishan Rock punching niggas. Why am I doing content with her? This bitch is unstable. Why are we doing content with unstable people and then be surprised when they do unstable things? That's stupid. Use your minds. That's dumb. That's so dumb. All right. What else we got? On the docket? Actually, there's some. I'm glad we on this conversation now. Actually, I'm glad we on this conversation because there's another clip. There's another situation that is developing, and I don't feel bad at all for whatever happens to this outcome. Omar's favorite rapper, Bhad Bhabie, was in headlines not too long ago. And I know we talking about sports. I'm going to get into football. Trust me, we get into football. I just want to get this shit out the way. Bhad Bhabie had this video come out, I want to say over the weekend, a couple days ago.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of four.
Danny, get off the car. Are you even staying?
Millions of free child place holidays available with 22 kilograms of.
Now, as y'all can see, she is laying on the roof, W grip, just in that way, not the other way. I don't know what that looks like. As we seen, she is hanging on the hood of a car for her dear life. And later, it was brought to the world's attention. And I want to pull this post up so y'all know I'm not making shit up. It was brought to the world's attention. Matter of fact, it's on my account. Hold on. That she is leaving and then re-got with the father of her child, her baby daddy, who reportedly put his hands on her and beat her over 500 times. You heard me right. He reportedly put hands on her and beat her over 500 times, which leads me to ask the question, why would I feel bad? Why would, here it is right here. Mic cut. Hello. That's kind of crazy. That's very crazy. Why are we crying over, mind you, she's like 24. She was like 24 at the time. No, nigga, she's like 22 now. Like, hold on, 24 at the time. She's 20, she's like 22 now, 21, 22 now. Oh, you talking about the Chief Keef shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that shit. Yeah. In 3 years, here's the headline right here. Bhad Bhabie announces she's done and ending her relationship with her baby daddy, whatever random nigga this is, after revealing he allegedly beat her over 500 times in a 3-year relationship. Trying to love this person, I've suffered so much.
Y'all, I swear on everything that I love. I am not dealing with this man no more ever again in my life. I went through so much shit.
I'm going to cut it right there because I don't feel like listening to all this. Let me tell you right now. We do not care. We do not care. Full stop. Goddamn, I thought niggas in the court hate. Facts. I thought we hung around and talked to a niggas like, you know, that hated their girl 500 times in 3 years is crazy. One, let me tell you, one time, one too many. All right. I've been in a plethora of relationships, been with a plethora of women, disrespectful, non disrespectful. At no point have I ever put my hands on a woman. Have I got mad? Sure. Have I had to punch the wall? Absolutely. But never in my mind has it, this bitch gotta feel fist. Never. He beats you once. You go back. He beats you twice. You stay. 500? Bitch, you have a kink. That's a kink. Is that not a kink? Asby 326. Maybe that's what I'm saying. At what point does it resonate like, you know what? This thing is just gonna keep beating my ass. Do y'all understand how that math works out? That's over 100 beatings a year. That's over 100 times a year. Over that. In 3 years, he beat her 500 times. Off the top of my head, just guesstimating doing that math. Oh, Smari put it 166, 150 a year. And we're not talking, and you know, we live in this world, in this climate where people don't believe women, and people have this notion of, hey man, maybe she didn't because she didn't feel safe or feel like people would believe her if she did, you know, not say anything. Gang, you're the same woman that was so hyped to put out you made X amount of dollars on OnlyFans. You have a following. You have been in the public eye since you were like 12. I don't want to hear, oh, I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know how to say it or get help. Bitch, you could have left this nigga, got a condo, and put a fucking video out on Twitter stating, oh yeah, I don't want to be my baby daddy because he beats me. Full stop. Full stop. Over looking at the YouTube side, YouTube, yeah, your chat's ain't coming over on playback, so I had to pull that up to see. My fault, y'all. But yeah, full stop. You could have gotten the help you needed. You could have got away from this nigga. You're the woman. I'm pretty sure this nigga don't want to be a dad. Take your child and go. Why was she on the car? Because she has a kink. She likes to get punched in the face. Full stop. That's why she was on the car. Nigga said he was trying to steal her car. Bitch, let him and report it stolen. What are we doing? Let him steal the car. Report the car stolen. You don't want to be with this nigga anyway. Get him arrested. Get a restraining order. Move on. Could you be with someone with that kink? Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. I had an ex. She was smaller than me. She had like a, I don't know what to call it. She had like a crushing kink. She had like a, nah, put all your weight on me. Bitch, get out my house. Get out my house. What are you talking about? What is you saying right now? Nah, I like it. Lay all on me. Whoa. My dick is soft now. Get out my house. Was it milk? It wasn't actually. It wasn't. Actually, she was a stud. Oh, Lord. She was a stud. Damn, I knew you was a real nigga. This is why you're the only streamer I'll watch. Stud bud. She was a stud bud. Batman not getting that out of me. What the fuck? Y'all not cracking studs? White t-shirt, no drawers is crazy. I'm teaguing it with no jersey. Matter of fact, I should put a jersey on, huh? Go teague time. Nigga said they call me the stud finder. You just ain't met a stud you like. That's all that mean. That's all that mean. They just women in men's clothes. You was teague timing it. But yeah, that bitch had to go. Go back to your girlfriend. What is you doing? What is we do? Crushing kinks is crazy. So I can't deal with any kind of crazy kink. And to be honest, I had a homegirl. Another story. I had a homegirl who was into BDSM. Like she's like a real life dominator. Like I'll post her shit in the Discord one day. She's a real life dominatrix. Like get paid to kick niggas in the nuts and ram niggas with doughs and shit. Like she's one of them. Damo, would you ever really fuck with me? No, you playing niggas' butts. I don't want that. I just wanted some neck. If the neck comes with my butt getting fiddled with, I don't want it. I don't want it. Is she hot? You're one of those. That Aries Spears clip is more relevant now than ever. But was it fire? I wouldn't know because I didn't want no parts of it. How does she charge so I can stay far away from her and her information so I can stay away? Yo, you niggas are sick. You niggas are sick. But nah, like, start digging your butt when your time is coming. Like, gang, I don't do crazy kinks. Like, if you got a kink that's out there for me, I don't want to deal with you. So no, I wouldn't be able to deal with somebody who wants to get punched in their face. What's too far though? I would say railroad niggas in the butt is definitely too far. I don't know. I would say ramming ass is definitely. I don't know where the line starts, but that crosses it. That 100% crosses the line, so we can agree there. We can have a conversation about where it starts to cross the line, but she definitely crossed the line. One dildo and Damo is out. Absolutely. Is cosplaying a kink? Technically, it can be. I think cosplay is a kink. That's not too far from me. I don't know. Firstly, I don't know how cosplay is too far from niggas. Niggas is talking about some link and all that. Listen, man, join the court. Peeing on a girl, definitely too far. Don't know what to tell you. Definitely too far. Depends on what the cosplay is. That's fair. Does Dom have a furry kink? No, I don't have a furry kink. Cosplay is better than a lot of shit. Absolutely. Actually, I guess Lola Bunny and Judy Hopps, I guess they count as furries, right? That would be a furry kink. Is furry and cosplay separate? It is. I don't have a furry kink. But if a bitch is dressed like Lola Bunny, I know your body, Damo, Mr. B Stars. It's always a rabbit, ain't it? It's always a rabbit. I don't know what to tell you. It's always a rabbit. It's always a rabbit. Judy Hopps, we know your bag. It's always a rabbit. I don't know what to tell you. You know what it is? It was that one movie. It fucked me up. Jessica Rabbit. And she wasn't even a rabbit. Just Rabbit wasn't her name, and that stuck with me. Fucked me up. Dom fucking any rabbit but Jessica. Not true. I am also doing that. I'm also on that. All right. Now we got the flow. Judy Hopps is wild. Yes, she is. You a B-Stars fan? I do like the show. I like the show because of the story. The story is actually good. Season 1, I still need to finish. I haven't finished season 2. The story from season 1 was interesting. Season 1 was fire. Like, it was a great story. That simple. Story of furries type shit has nothing to do with furries. Yes, she is. Like, you personally experienced it. Hey, man. The day my bookmarks on Twitter get leaked, the day I get off the internet. Listen. Before it gets too late. My Rico is almost finished on You Continue Talk. I gotta be careful because that AI editing, that shit definitely be clipping up like the worst shit. Whole time that shit might clip up what I said. I stand on it. I don't give a fuck. I stand on what I said. Simple. I don't take it back. Because if I didn't believe it, I wouldn't have said it. Type shit. Is there anything I want to talk about before I get into football? Is there anything else? No, that's really everything on the timeline that I want to talk about. Let's get into the ball of foot. Listen, Damo, you wildin'? How am I wildin'? Bro watches B-Stars the same way I watch Domestic Girlfriend. I don't know what the fuck that is. Y'all be more freaked out than me. I just don't want to admit it. Yeah, the shorts are pretty bad, not gonna lie. Hey, man. It's free. The shit's free, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. The shit's free. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Shit free. Free AI editing, man. Shout out to Overlap AI, dog. You on Teague time? I am on Teague time. No Jersey. I'm calling B-Hen on you niggas. All right, look. So, recently, in the world of football, before the season, I had my takes and opinions when it came to my guy Tua and other quarterbacks in the league, and everybody was on my neck. And X team is so much better than my Dolphins, and this team's this team's that. Well, now we 3 weeks in. And I want to hear, one, how are y'all's hottest take so far this season? So far, what is your hottest take? And then I really want to I don't want to say let's look at the film, but I really want to revisit some of these games, some of these teams, some of these moments. Because looking around the league, the way y'all get on my Dolphins, I need to get on some of these other niggas too. Not enough hate for Russell Wilson. Hot take, Seahawks will be competitive. I give you that. You owe Herbert an apology? No, I don't. Because what did I say about Herbert? Hot take, Chargers Super Bowl. That is a hot take. They're not making the Super Bowl. Herbert has been balling. Define balling, though. Hold on. Let me see. Herbert been balling. Niggas was hating on Russell Westbrook in Big 25. Even watched this 22. I don't care what anyone says. No team will be worse than the Saints this year. Yes, you do. Putting them in Caleb Williams tier. Y'all, it just be Christian and Black. How you defending an 0-3 record? Simple. Very simple. Our offensive line is ass. Our secondary is weak as fuck. And even with that, we still gave the Bills a run for their money. Tua got a bad situation, not gonna lie. He's in a terrible situation. Also, I'm not gonna hold y'all, and maybe this is my hot take. Maybe I'm just being too much of a fan. Gang, I'm convinced somebody in that front office told Mike McDaniels to pull it, to slow up on the play calls. Someone has put Mike McDaniels in the box. I'm convinced. It's already bad enough that our offensive line is fucking basuda. Someone put Mike McDaniels in the box. He's not able to call plays the way he wants to call plays. I'm convinced. They're scapegoating him. Someone's trying to save their job. They're scapegoating him. They're limiting his play calling abilities to make him look bad so they can scapegoat him and get him out of there, and they get a new coach. He goes somewhere else to be offensive coordinator, and he's probably going to win a Super Bowl. Y'all heard it here first. But my guy Mike is being scapegoated, and I don't appreciate it. QB Zesty just fried the Cowboys. That's crazy to me. Yeah, balled out. Got Tua being a check down merchant. I'm saying, shit's insane. Mike McDaniels getting hold. The offensive scheme fits Miami, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good, but again, simple. The Dolphins' first 3 games have one potential MVP candidate and comeback player of the year. Very true. Josh Allen and Daniel Jones. No one is speaking on Daniel Jones, which is crazy. Tua should go to the Raiders and get Geno Smith out of there. No, Tua should stay in Miami until we draft his true predecessor, the next generation quarterback. That's what should happen. He should not leave until we get the next Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna hold you. Not enough is being taught, and I'm seeing people really they get a couple jokes off. And shout out my guy Butter, my guy Butter on Twitter. Tremendous content creator, funny as hell. Shout out my guy, getting looks from Pat McAfee. What a guy. Yeah, twin. Them Ravens. The way I was talking, boy. The way you Baltimore fans are talking this offseason. Y'all like the 2011 fucking Eagles, nigga. Ew. Ew, nigga. Ew. Niggas got Jair Alexander and was talking all that shit about how good that defense is going to look, and y'all are getting fried. Fried. Eagles, fried. Derrick Henry, fumbling every game. Every week, key fumbles. Is he washed? Is King Henry washed? Is he finally being dethroned? Is King Henry dethroned officially? Can we stop calling him King Henry until he learns how to hold the football? Please? Please. Damo, Lamar has not won 2 playoff games in the same year, not including a bye week. I could rush for 100 yards against that Ravens defense. Prince Henry, that's his name now. I'm happy seeing the Chiefs down. I'm not. My goal, Patrick Mahomes, deserves so much better than this. How do niggas come back from the offseason and forget how to do their only job? Hey, man, ask Baltimore. Crazy. You know what's crazy? Baltimore has given all of their spiritual energy into the biggest goot in social media that they had no juju left for their football team. That's what I'm convinced it is. I'm going to be honest. That's what I'm convinced it is. The city of Baltimore has put so much energy in getting their lingo to go viral. They have no more black magic for the football team. You know the biggest what? The biggest goot. The big goot. Manuka Latuvin. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you talked about it. How do you feel about the Saints games? They have Spencer Rattler at fucking quarterback. They got Spencer at quarterback. What did you think was going to happen? What did y'all think was going to happen with Spencer at quarterback? I'm surprised he's done as good as he has so far. I think the biggest conversation should be the regression of CJ Stroud. If CJ Stroud was a flash in the pan, it looks like, right? How about the Bears? Caleb Williams that guy, huh? But when I put him on the same tier as Justin Herbert, I'm tripping. I believe in Caleb Williams. How do you feel about Cam Ward? I feel like he's been balling. For the situation he's in, I feel like he's been doing pretty good. He's been maintaining that offense. And I can, unlike last year where they were losing games and you're looking at them play and you're like, wow, Will Levis is ass. Like he is like they have no shot because of this guy. It's the exact opposite. It's like, God damn it, they got a quarterback. God damn it, they got a quarterback. Like Spencer Rattler and Nico Mannion backcourt, crazy. You see what Deion said about Shador backing up Lamar? I did not. I seen the quote that he kind of deterred his way from Baltimore because he didn't want to be the backup to him or whatever it was. But I didn't see what Deion said. CJ has no O-line and his options are injured. Hey man, tough titty. Because that's when that's my quarterback's excuse. He's now, I don't know why. Can y'all hear me? Hello? I don't know why that shit happens randomly. That's so weird. I started talking about CJ Stroud. Now I'm out of here. Insane. Jay Daniels also mid this year is having us, and that's crazy because that team got better and that team has expectations. So he definitely needs to do better. 100%. He pretty much said he never gonna learn anything from coming off the bench, so he don't understand why Shador backing up Lamar will make sense. I agree. Lamar is in his prime. Shador be backing him up for years. There's no reason for if he really wants to play, there's no reason for him to back him up. I agree. AR-13 should be poster boy for drafting based off measurables. No, I don't think so. I personally don't think they didn't do the best they could to develop him. They seen the Josh Allen situation, but didn't want to give him Josh Allen time, which that's their fault. I wholeheartedly believe they drafted AR with the expectations of him being black Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and they didn't give him time to develop. When you're drafting somebody off pure potential and measurables, you have to roll with the punches. When you're drafting a guy with a cannon of an arm, but his accuracy is shit, his decision making is shit, you have to let him develop. Cam said the NFL shouldn't develop. That's not true. Would you take him on the Dolphins in exchange for Tua? Who, AR? Hell no. We're not in a position to develop nobody. No. Hell no. We don't develop quarterbacks. In my lifetime, we ain't developed no fucking quarterback. So no, I wouldn't want him. I do believe the NFL should develop talent. It's just you have to understand what it means to develop a quarterback. If you are focused, if you have your mindset on developing a quarterback, we did not develop Brian Fitzpatrick. Stop it. He was fucking 38 when we got him. Do you think McDaniels get fired this year? Absolutely. When it's time to develop a quarterback, you have to map out the next 4 years bare minimum to then be. You have to see them 4 years out. You gotta look at him like Bruno Caboclo. He's 2 years away from being 2 years away. And you gotta do all you can to develop that. So if you draft a quarterback, okay, it's 2025. We draft our developed quarterback. We're drafting our development quarterback. That means in that same draft, you gotta, in my opinion, you gotta draft 2 linemen. You gotta draft linemen to develop with him. You gotta draft weapons. You gotta draft you a receiver and a tight end. And then next you do the same thing, drafting another lineman, another receiver, and another tight end. You gotta draft multiple weapons. You gotta do all types of things to cater to his development, because then it won't make sense. It doesn't make sense to draft a quarterback you have to develop and then focus on getting defensive pieces and not getting anything or signing anything that's going to help this quarterback develop. Makes no sense. So you have to. And when you look at what the Colts did, and hey, I could be a casual. I am a casual. So please, Colt fans, since drafting AR, what have they done to help his development in terms of just through the draft? Let's not even talk about signings. Let's just think about through the draft. Has solid pieces and a good old line. He's sorry. Yeah. He does have solid pieces. I do like the receivers. I like the receivers. Who are their tight ends? I do like the receivers. I like Pittman. I've liked Pittman for a minute. I have liked Pittman. I think Pittman's a good receiver. Who is their tight end? And who's on their line? The coaches want QBs to fit their system. They just drafted a tight end. They should have been drafted a tight end, which they probably have. And he was just ass, but they just drafted a tight end. Cool. Josh Allen was terrible in his first 2 years. People forget that. People forget how patient. I'm not going to say how patient the Bills were, because the year he broke out was the year. That was his final year. I don't think AR got that. AR got his rookie year where he showed flashes or whatever, but he got hurt. Then his second year, I think he got hurt again before he even showed a flash. And now we're here. Is this not year 3 for him? Or is this year 2? Year 3, thought so. I don't even know if this is, I don't even think this is a cult thing. AR-15 didn't put the work in. That man retired mid-game. And that's fair to say. He has to put the work in. I'll give you that. It's up to the team to put him in that position. If they didn't hold him accountable, they're also at fault. He's at fault for not putting the work in. But if they're allowing him to be lazy, it's also their fault. That's your investment. I'm not gonna lie, with these teams, and that's why I'll be so ready to blame these organizations and teams, football or basketball, when it comes to developing talent. Because yes, it is up to the player to put the work in to be better. But these teams do not do all they can to help these players. They leave them out to dry. But people don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. Terry Bradshaw was trash for first couple of seasons. Absolutely. I believe he should have stayed in college. Very true. Random, but do you think the movie Him was based off Mahomes? I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to watch it sometime this week. I think my girl's back off. I think she said she wanted to see it Friday. We were trying to see it this Friday. It's upcoming Friday. So that's when I'm going to try to see it. Might end up seeing it a little before then. Your performance last pod was real Mahomie. Nigga, did nigga say I underperformed on the pod Monday? What the fuck? It depends on the situation. Some teams are in a better situation to develop. I disagree. I think all teams are in a perfect situation. I think every team is in a perfect situation to develop. Development should be easy. I don't know why it's difficult. I don't know why it's hard for teams to develop talent. Development should be the easy part. Developing a guy to fit your system or to get the most out of him, that should be the easy part. Niggas are just bad at their jobs. I think a lot of people are bad at their jobs. And that's okay to say because in real life, there are people who are bad at their job. Nigga, it's not hard to make fries at McDonald's. But there's a nigga who burns the fries. He's bad at his job. Full stop. Bro, I swear to God, this only happened when I talk about football. This is crazy. Everything got Josh Downs. Okay, so the Colts definitely got him weapons. The Colts got him weapons. Saying the Colts, I wasn't saying the Colts didn't get him weapons. I was asking if he did. The NFL coming after you. I know, right? Damn, I can't talk about football. This is why I'm talking about football. See if B Soul's awake. Man, it's 2 a.m, man. If he was awake, he would have been in the chat already. NFL don't like you? They don't. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, bro. This is why I stick to basketball. Basketball predicts. You missed the basketball predictions. We already talked about basketball predictions. You missed it. You missed the hoop predictions already. You missed them. I think something people always forget, AR-15s are always getting injured in games too. That's fair. And you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, he might not want it. Does Bezos have a dumpy? You're gay. Nah, don't talk too badly about NBA either. Adam Silver gonna get your shit took. Please don't take my shit, Adam Silver. Zion, my dark horse MVP. That's a dark horse, all right. Mine's is Wemby. Wemby's my dark horse MVP. Someone in the chat said it, and I wholeheartedly agree. Wemby is my dark horse MVP. Oh, you missed the take. Wemby and dark horse MVP. No, he's just a dark horse. Wemby's going to be a top 3 player this season, and he's not going to be 3. And Adam going to take Damo shit and make Damo highlights. That is crazy. That is crazy. That was definitely racially motivated, 100%. He can't Damo. Joel is healthy again. Oh, that's another thing. And I know we're talking about football. Let me wrap up the football talks. Who's another player? Jalen Hurts not getting an apology out of me. Not doing it. Jalen Hurts definitely is not getting an apology out of me. I told y'all he's elite. He's not elite, and he's proving he's not elite. Good game though? Yes. He's a good quarterback. He's a good game manager. Like I said. I feel like I'm being vindicated for my take this offseason. Now, is Tua better? Maybe I was tripping there. But Damo, if you had to Sarah J or Jasmine Webb 10 out of 10 out of between her and Sarah J. Just never. Nigga has too much help not having an MVP year. Very true. Jasmine Webb easy. Too easy. That's not even a fair competition. Sarah J looks like a foot. And I don't got a foot fetish. Real quick, back on the basketball talk for a quick second. If there was any year that I would put stock into Philly, it'll be this year. If there was any year to believe in Philly, is this year. And why, you might ask, why is this the year to do it? Of all years, why would you pick this season to believe in Philly? Exactly. Because it doesn't make sense. Because why would you? The East being watered down, and people are genuinely saying the Atlanta Hawks have title hopes. The Atlanta Hawks can make the finals. That would be the year I bet on Philly. If there was one year where Joel Embiid was relatively healthy, all the stars aligned and came together. Who said that? Bezos. Bezos said that. That's a Bezos take. Bezos himself said he got the the Hawks making it to the conference finals and even out of the East. He said that. I do too. Don't get me wrong. I said that as well. But then I thought about it. If I'm sitting here saying the Hawks have a chance, this would be the perfect year. And then Pat won't take all the credit. If there was any year for Philly to actually do something, it would be the year where no one is expecting them to do anything. It'll be the year where everyone's written them off. I feel like 90% of the basketball world is fed up with Joel Embiid's health. They're fed up with the medical staff on the Sixers. They're fed up with the rosters they're putting together. It doesn't make sense having 17 guards and only one big. None of this shit makes sense. And that's why it makes the most sense. Sometimes, chat, when the whole world's going right, that's when you go left. In life, if everybody is yelling stop, that's when it's time for you to go. Think about that. Ponder on that. Ponder on that. Give Sage that advice, please. Yo, shut up. What did y'all smoke with Sage, man? What Sage do to y'all? So Embiid's gonna give us a Dirk run? That's exactly what it's gonna be. Embiid's gonna go on a Dirk run. That's as simple as I can put it. Embiid is gonna go on a Dirk run. That's what I see happening. Embiid going on a Dirk run. Sage hate us Buckers, man. No, Sage don't hate y'all. He just gives y'all the energy that y'all give him for the most part. So if everybody's hating on Sage, he's just gonna troll y'all back. Need Simmons to return to Philly. That honestly, that's gonna fix it. Bringing Ben Simmons back is literally what y'all need. Dennis Smith Schroeder. I said Dennis Smith Schroeder. Dennis Smith Jr. is back on the Mavs. I think it's time for Ben Simmons to come back to Philly and make everything right. I think he returns to a bit of form. He comes back to Philly. Why? Because it doesn't make sense. And that's why. Because it doesn't make sense. It makes the perfect sense. Sometimes 2 + 2 is 6. Nah, let that nigga fish. Let that nigga fish is crazy. Look, man. Look, chat. I just want to get a quick little stream off. It's 2 a.m. I can confidently say I'm gonna do another stream tomorrow. My girl goes to work at 1. I'm gonna try to get a stream up 3 o'clock. Try to get a stream going at 3 o'clock. I appreciate all my late night warriors for popping out. Let's do 4 more hours. Yeah, right. 24-hour stream announcement coming soon. Keep your eyes out for that. And I will see you niggas in 10, 11 hours. Just want to get some shit off. I will catch y'all though. You said 24-hour stream tonight? No, I did not say 24-hour stream tonight. Damo, y'all need to draft a quarterback? We did. His name is Quentin Ewers. Yeah,